Dangerous and barbaric cult has arisen. ISIS has become a threat to our embassy in Baghdad and our consulate in Erbil. ISIS, though, grew in a safe haven created by arming Islamic rebels in the Syrian civil war. When I voted against arming the Islamic rebels in Syria, I warned that these arms might end up in the hands of jihadists, and that one day we might be forced to go back to fight against our own weapons. Within a year, that prediction came true.
Yes, indeed. Folks, I welcome you to Gimme 5. This is a Friday, and I wanted to get this in before it got too much older. This is obviously Rand Paul at CPAC, and I wanted you to hear what he had to say about foreign policy here because, you know, questions surround Rand Paul's foreign policy, not experience, but policies. So I wanted you to hear what he had to say at CPAC in case you missed it, and here's more.
Without question, we must now defend ourselves and American interests from this barbarous aberration. But it troubles me that we must now fight against our own weapons. We need a national defense robust enough to defend against all attacks, moderate enough to deter all enemies, and nimble enough to defend our vital interests. But we also need a foreign policy that encourages stability, not chaos. At home, conservatives understand that the government is the problem, not the solution.
Yep, okay. So now he goes on to more of the information I think that we should be hearing about from Rand Paul. So here it goes.
But as conservatives, we should not succumb to the notion that a government inept at home will somehow become successful abroad. That a government that can't even deliver the mail will somehow be able to create nations abroad. Without question, we must be strong. Without question, we must defend ourselves. I envision an America with a national defense unparalleled, undefeatable, and unencumbered by nation building.
All right, I'm not one for nation building either. I thought at the time, and I still think, obviously, that trying to rebuild Iraq was a mistake. I don't believe in nation building. I just don't know how committed he is to the kind of foreign policy that I do believe in. Time will tell. Here's some more.
I envision a national defense that promotes, as Reagan put it, peace through strength. We must realize, though, that we do not project strength by borrowing money from China to send it to Pakistan. It angers me to see mobs burning our flag and chanting "Death to America" in countries that receive our foreign aid. I say it must end. I say not one penny more to these haters of America.
I will buy that. I agree with that. And one more clip here.
I was born into the America that experiences and believes in opportunity. But my trips to Ferguson and Detroit and Atlanta and Chicago have revealed what I consider to be an undercurrent of unease in our country. Liberal policies have failed our inner cities.
Yep. All right. Well, you know, I think it's important. I think whoever the Republican nominee is, it's very important that they talk about these things. Communicate it not only to the base, not only to the party, because we understand this, but as we talked about in previous shows here, get out and communicate it to the minority communities. Even if you're an unwelcome participant, get out there, do it. And I think that's incumbent on more than just a nominee, a particular nominee. It's incumbent upon the party, the RNC, and it should have been going on for the last 4 years. Don't go away. Steve Malzberg Show continues with your Newsmax Now update.